Hello, good morning, my creative friends. Dr. Minette Riordan here, just out of the shower. I'm out of my pajamas, so no painting in your PJs this morning. But I had some thoughts I wanted to share with you. My husband were out and I were out for a walk. And this is often where we do a lot of our brainstorming and our planning and our kind of trying to talk through things, but also it's where we develop a lot of our thought leadership. And by thought leadership, I simply mean what are our unique thoughts about particular topics. And one of the topics that we've been talking a lot about is slow productivity, inspired by the book by Cal Newport, who's one of my favorite authors. And as we were talking through this and thinking about our own creative projects, and I'm thinking about all the things that I've seen creatives struggle with over the last 15 more years that I've been coaching creatives in all kinds of different scenarios, whether it's entrepreneurship or whether it's just reconnecting to that inner artist within. There's interesting beliefs about ideas. There is that sense of overwhelm when we have too many ideas, too many projects that are pulling our attention. And I'm personally feeling that way right now, excited about all of these projects and uncertain what direction to go in. But as Brad and I were talking about this idea of just slowing down a little bit and not feeling the need to produce as much. And in the book, Slow Productivity, he shares a great story about Lin-Manuel Miranda, who was the creator of the Broadway musical Hamilton, is what he's best known for. And it took him 8 years from the time he created his first production in the Heights or Into the Heights, and when it actually premiered on Broadway and won him all kinds of awards. And everything that he did in that 8-year gap kind of led to who he is today and helped him cultivate his own creative voice. And I've been thinking a lot and shared yesterday on Painting in Your PJs that I'm refocusing and recommitting to my 100-day project. And this morning, as I was finishing up a painting, putting some final touches on it, and then went out for this walk with Brad, I had the thought that, wow, I have to give up my painting. And my little artist heart went, oh. And I realized how attached I get to my ideas and to projects and to things that feed and nourish me, like painting. But so does my 100-day project, which is to write finally and illustrate. And that's really intimidating, to illustrate my own book. So this morning, I was really thinking about the ideas of what do we need to let go of in order to make space for what is most important right now. And what I've noticed about creatives is that we get caught up in this belief that we have to let go of something forever, or that if we don't work on it right now, we're going to lose momentum and we're never going to get that momentum back. And also as creatives, we love the new. We love the beginning. We love the idea. We love to start. Finishing feels really hard. How do you know when something's done? Like I'm looking at that coyote painting over my shoulder and I'm like, oh, it's just not quite done, but it's just going to sit there and rest for a little while. And I'm going to move on with other projects and I'll come back to it when I'm clear about what my next steps are. But what I have recognized about this belief of having too many ideas is that it's the belief isn't about the ideas. It's about faith in ourselves to not forget the ideas, to not feel scattered and pulled in 500 different directions. Like I have to work on this now and that now and that now, to not be pressured. And this is more about the slow productivity, to not be pressured by the need to always be producing or delivering or creating new content. And so for me, what I love about the 100-day project and the idea behind it is to go deep on one project and commit to getting better. For me, I always pick a project that's going to help me grow and get better at something I aspire to. Last year, it was 100 days of animal postcards. 1 year it was cartoons. Little did I know that drawing those cartoons would lead me today to the illustration of my book. And if you know me at all, you know I paint a lot of animals, as you can see behind me. And the more that I draw, paint, and work with images of animals, the better artist I become. It's where my personal passion lies in my painting. But this 100-day project feels like the most important thing that's going to move me forward next. And so if you're struggling with this belief that you have too many ideas and you're being pulled and fragmented in so many directions and you're excited about all of them, what I would invite you to do is slow down, just take a breath, really consider which of these is going to move me in the direction of my dreams, my vision, my goal for my life, and which one is a distraction right now. Because man, those of us that are really into mixed media art, there are so many beautiful distractions out there, so many media to play with, so many classes to take, so many experiences and opportunities. But when I really take a deep breath and I slow down and I ask myself, what's most important right now? For me, it's my book. So here's my secret, because I don't want to lose all those great ideas, because I don't know about you, I have ideas all day, every day, in the shower, out for a walk. The idea for this video came out from out of my walk this morning. I sent myself a little email so I wouldn't forget, is to write them down, to have one special place that you capture all of your ideas, a dream book, a dump book, a Evernote, a Google Doc, a note in your phone where you capture the idea. And then let it rest, just like planting a seed. So the seed doesn't look like it's doing anything in the winter when it's underground or in the first few weeks after it's planted in the spring. It takes time to develop and cultivate. And our ideas are the same. So our ideas benefit from us being willing to slow down and just plant the seeds somewhere where we won't lose them or forget them. And what's fascinating is when I go back and look at my journals over the years, there's seeds of so many ideas, some of the core of my own inspiration and my own thought leadership around what is creativity and what's the best approach to creativity came from seeds that were often planted years ago. Other talks I gave, other programs I delivered. So my invitation to you today, if you feel like you're struggling right now with too many ideas, is number one, and ideas are like to-dos. We think they're to-dos, but they're not, they're ideas. So first is being able to distinguish. Number one is being able to distinguish between an idea and a task. An idea needs time and room and space to breathe. You need to write about it, dream about it, draw about it, doodle, talk about it, whatever your particular style of reflection is when it comes to developing ideas. And to take all of the ideas and all of the things that you want to get done and get them out on big sheets of paper. I call it doing a brain dump. It's one of my favorite tools. As creatives, we tend to be extremely visual people. When you can get everything out of your head and down onto a page, then you can see it. You can make different choices. You can prioritize it. You can let go of things. So sometimes when we're feeling inundated and overwhelmed by too many ideas, what we really need most urgently is to practice letting go, to practice self-trust, to believe that if I just go plant this seed over here, it's going to come back. Instead of thinking, if I don't do this right now, it's never going to happen. Maybe it's not your idea. So do the brain dump. So first decide what's an idea versus what's a task, and have an idea page and a task page. They're not the same thing. And as you look at these ideas, notice, is there one that rises to the surface that is ready to sprout and get some of your dedicated focus and attention for a little while, not forever? Just like Lin-Manuel Miranda, taking 8 years. He joined a rap troupe. He did a variety of different jobs. I think he taught, he did some writing. He learned how to become a better writer. He worked hard on his musicality and his ability to write songs. He worked with collaborators and partners that could do the people, the direction, the music technology, I think light and sound, right? All the different partners that came together to help him bring this project to life. And he took his time until it was ready. So I want to invite you, if you're feeling like you have too many ideas, to refocus on what's the idea that jazzes you up Not that feels urgent, but that feels like it's present right now and it's ready to see the light of day, to get shared with others, to get some of your best time and attention. What Cal Newport calls deep work, right? Like, doesn't mean you're not doing other projects. So in my 100-day project, I'm working on my book, but I'm still painting. I'm still doodling at night. I'm still doing a variety of different things. But the bulk of my best creative energy goes to one project right now. So a few little thoughts and ideas and rambles around what do you do when you have too many ideas? You learn to let go. You learn to trust. You learn to plant the seeds. And you learn to make some choices about what's going to get most of your time, not all of your time. Hopefully that's a little helpful insight if you are someone like me who struggles with way too many ideas. I'm Dr. Minette Riordan. This is Painting in Your PJs live with Minette, and I'll see you guys back all live soon.